Hey, good morning, man. Damn, sorry I'm late. Welcome to another day, another dollar. The Banter Breakfast Show. It's Friday. It's Friday, the 4th of August. Time now is 7:14. We're about to start this show. Get this show on the road, baby. But I'm late. Me, I was fast asleep. That was terrible. That was horrible, man. I'm thinking Beda is here. Let me throw him the mic. Hey,
He
Mr.
arose
Ken
like
Beda.
Lazarus. Vipi Lazarus bana?
God's cutting here. Let me add my volume. I cannot hear
Yo, can you
Jack.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's up, man?
Poor Lazarus, maze. Hey, you just arose from
Hey,
the dead.
yeah, man, I was long gone, like Long John Silver, you guys. Hey, yeah?
I don't even understand how you have so much energy in your voice right now, you guys.
You guys, it's all an act. You know what happened, huh?
Mm,
I woke up at around 4:30, yeah?
mm.
So I stayed up until exactly was it 5:44. So I
Mm-hmm.
decided to sleep for an hour. So I set my alarm for 6:44. So at 6:44 the alarm went off. Then I snoozed, you guys. Yeah, man, the next person I was listening to was you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that second wave of sleep is always unstoppable, man.
Hey, you guys, man.
Mm.
You guys do it.
But we're learning life lessons here, maze. No snoozing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys, man. But that lesson is not like an old school lesson. Yeah,
Basi ndo hapa tunapata reinforcement learning, maze.
yeah, true, man. But cheers, man. That was a good move on your part, you guys. Me, I was, me, I was waking up at 7:44. You guys, check it. Ay, 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 ay.
Mlikuwa wapi jana kwani?
No, me, Jana wasn't there anywhere. Me, I've just been in the house.
Oh, there was
Actually,
no
I
comedy
came
last
home.
night.
Was home by comedy. No, Jana. There was. I think the only show that was happening was Brioche. But I've never
Mm.
gone to that, man.
For real? How come?
Nah, you guys. I've never. I stopped attending
Politics,
those.
ama?
Yeah, I've never gone for a
Eh?
punchline gig for years, you guys.
Really?
Huh? Yeah.
How come?
Hey, you guy bana. Si sasa mimi na mwenye Roma tusikizani bana. Sasa nitaenda aje huko.
I didn't know it was that deep, you get.
Hey, you guy, it's serious, you guy. Huh? You guy, if
Paka, you're
at
not
all.
doing punchline events?
No, man. I've not done a punchline gig since which year, man.
Was it
I think
like
the last.
falling out? Ama it's just unspoken?
No, see, we fell out that time when I decided to start a new room on the same Wednesday. That was the
Oh,
day
are you
when matters.
serious?
That's the day when matters
Ah,
came to a head. Huh?
but you're providing more like opportunities, you get.
Yeah, but you guys were thinking their own days. Check it. So Monday
That's
ni day yangu. Aya Tuesday ni day ya David Masharia. Aya Thursday. They
I
don't know what to say, man.
I didn't think it was that serious, man.
Yeah, it's serious. It's been serious for a while. Wait, Bashir, karibu sana to this
Manu,
space, man.
good morning, good morning.
You guys,
Uh,
sorry I delayed this
hide.
shit.
You guys, wewe msee, kwani wewe na hii snooze bana, lazima uikule.
Nini yo?
Lazima achape.
Snooze.
Oh, snoozing, eh?
Mm.
You guy, wewe snoozing?
Mimi izizi mi uzima alarm, so nisipoamka ni hivyo, sijipeangi hiyo nijue.
Uko
Me, I'm a professional
decisive, eh?
snooze.
Snoozing is the worst thing you can do, bro, because hizo kwanza ati una snooze ati 5 minutes hiyo bro, before umalize kufunga macho msee, hiyo 5 minutes like it's torture honestly. Heri uamke ama usiamke, kusnooze ni it's the worst thing bro.
I think time is on steroids when you're snoozing, eh? But you guys snoozing is
Kwanza
fun,
hizo
you guys. There's a time I used to wake up my alarm if I'm supposed to wake up at 6, eh? So I wake up my alarm at 5. Then you guys snooze all the way till 6. Taking me, hey, usingizi ingine, wacha ni snooze another 10 minutes. You get that fresh.
So Kisiangani, the only open mic you do is yours?
You guys, see, I do Sister Collective on open mic. There's a Fit Kitchen open mic which I like, which I go
Oh,
for.
yes, sijawahi pata hiyo.
Alafu
When is
kuna
that? Fridays?
Yeah, so there's a craft on Wednesdays and then there's Friday Fit. But personally, I just love going for the one for Friday.
Man, I'm so disappointed to hear that there's that fracture in the comedy scene, Maze.
But it's not a
It's
lot of guys.
regressive.
It's just me and maybe David Masharia.
No, but I didn't know people are some people are not going to Wednesday's open mic because of that, man. I didn't know that.
Hey, you guy, man. You guy, where have you been, you guy? Huh?
No,
Okay, Manu,
uh-huh.
your problems started ile day mkifanya close relatives and then you forgot to advertise a show that you that you're supposed to be hosting.
You guy. You guy, I was on Ty's show, you guy, and I didn't plug some show I was on, huh? But you guys, why didn't that guy just plug his own show, you guys? See, he was there.
Man, this sucks.
See, that guy was in that show, so why not plug your own show? Why? Me, I was just enjoying my moment.
It's more credible when someone else does it.
You guys, may I plug my own shows daily. Like you guys, we have a show this Saturday. Make sure you guys come through.
Mi nakuja Monday, by the way, eh?
You guys, Karibu, man. So you guys, yeah?
I think
So after not plugging that show, jamaa mazee akanianzia bana. Huh? Kasema mbona ukuplug
that's on the NTV show with Ty, yeah?
Yeah, bana. TMI,
man, this is...
But me, I thought you were joking. I never thought you were serious about why
what
did
was
you plug it?
Also, he just confronted you about not plugging it. He didn't explicitly say, don't come to my shows.
Yeah, he just said, you guy, why didn't you plug my show? But to be honest, I don't think that was the reason. I think the main reason was when I started a show on a Wednesday in Yaya Center. Eh? So I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah?
But this guy, his show is established. Why would that even...
Because it's
so
just life, man.
disappointed.
You guys don't worry, you guys. That's how life is. But anyway, you guys, we've been doing this show for a month, so today is our our 1 month anniversary doing the Banter breakfast show, Joe. Huh?
Daily.
Okay, that's dope, man.
That's an achievement. I don't think I've been consistent with anything like this in my life.
You guys, my relationship has not lasted as long as the Banter breakfast show, you guys. Yeah? You guys, my marriage, you guys, in 30 days wasn't kicking it like this in day 30.
It's been great, Maza. It's been dope. I see some longevity in this, man, because I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and I guess takes a month to attract tying Gashira to our space.
Sorry, repeat that. Like,
I'm saying it takes a month to attract Ty to our space, maze.
a tiny superstar, man. Oh, we have to call in advance for him to just show up as a listener.
You guy, Bashir, sasa mdomo yako saa itanuka haga, you guy. The guy was just chilling, you guys, nicely, eh? And suddenly you guys felt a nice wet sensation.
Hey.
You guys, no, but shout out to everyone who's here, man, including Ty. I'm seeing David is around, Paul, Maze Karibuni Sana. I've realized on Fridays, most guys tune in for the show, Ken, eh?
Okay, I haven't derived that insight yet.
Yeah, if you check out the statistics, Fridays is normally a better. The attendance on Fridays for this show is normally better. So shout out to everyone who's in. We have our farmer here, Mr. Andre, and Monica is in the building, our resident lady, and
Miss
Mutindi
Monica.
also is in the building.
I think we should designate a day to have like a guest weekly instead of like just sporadically that like we've been doing.
A guest.
Yeah. Yeah, like if we're having a guest, we have it on a single day every week. You understand what
Okay.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Friday, ama?
Friday sio mbaya, lakini sasa okay, actually it might have conflict because of the guest availability. So let's just
No, but
put a
if
pin
we
in
make
that.
it a thing, we'll work towards always having that guest.
Yeah, so
So unaona nyi mmelamba tu akaishia. You guy msee lamba msee you guy. Unajua kilamba msee you guy anasikia sijui aje alafu anaenda you guy. Yeah?
see now we can talk shit.
Kulamba si kabisa, maze. Ni venye umenimulika na nyota, umenimulika na torch, maze. Nilikuwa na lamba kwa giza, jo.
You
Yeah, you must expose me.
you after lambing that guy was out of here like a bat out of hell. Checky shit.
So lazima niende nikafute haga maze.
Was it this guy has really exposed someone's ass? But it's fine. I guess it was done in good spirits. Wewe bana, so jana ilikuwaje Bashir you guy? What were you up to?
Jana.
Yeah.
Jana nimekuwa tu mazee around. Sijatoka kwa nyumba mazee kutoka. Tulikuwa nawe on Monday ama?
Tuongelee our personal nini hapa.
Oh.
You guys thought it was private.
Where is Steve Chalo when you need?
Steve ni vizuri hayupo. Ndio muongelea statistics kidogo.
You guys, Steve Chalo, you guys, the gayometer. You guys, that guy is only is Spider-Man nini is only tingling you guys when he sees something gay. Check hiyo kitu yenye mnasema it is gay. You guys don't know if they questioned me when you called him out. You guys, that was funny.
Yeah, that guy. Me, I've had enough of guys calling this sport I love gay maze.
Including Bashir.
Including lakini Bashir nilizima hiyo moto kitambo. On the
Umzeli
first day
attacked Bashir for 3 days
of the
for
breakfast
calling
banter show.
Jiu-Jitsu gay.
Don't me. Tugani niliamka nikapata vida chongwa.
This guy was doing a video every 30 minutes on you, man.
Si jana kuna msee wa taekwondo amekuja na the same energy maze, I put him in a very non-gay choke.
Bashir, so ulikuwa unasema ati you are home all day. You've been you've been up to nothing, huh? Kama just chuo.
Mostly chuo tu mazee. Unajua hii wiki tumekuwa na nini najita peer to peer what training ama, so like ni students tunafunza other students, so
Okay.
ni yangu ilikuwa na bana group yangu.
Oh, when are you finishing that course?
I think I have next week and then I think 2 weeks and then nifanye exam, but classes zinaisha next week.
That's dope, you guys. So are you gonna endelea in that line of IT based learning?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think like with this imekuwa like a good introduction into tech. Mi sikuwa najua anything honestly. Mi ilikuwa nikiangalia code hivi kitambo, nilikuwa nasikia nikaa kitu inanioma. So at least imekuwa a proper intro. Nitatry kuendelea kuongeza like knowledge yangu in terms of cloud computing and such and such. So yeah, I think I'll definitely.
You guys, sorry to talk about it.
Bashir, you don't believe in your comedy dream, but unasomea backup.
You guys, si ati siamini, but like in the meantime, you know, comedy is not like a full-time job size, you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Like si bado unanyonga watu on the side sasa.
Kweli maze, kweli. Umesahau tuko Kenya maze.
Yeah, so
You guys,
like just an avenue wenye niko like at least if I can be making money, because the thing is once unasema ati unategemea, like you see how this all politics of comedy is right now, you guys. Like if someone has that power over like shows and like you see, mi nataka tu take away that like if I'm financially set, then I feel like I'll be a better comedian, you guys, because I'll be doing shows that I want to do. I'll be doing shit that I want to do.
You'll have less problems to worry about.
Yeah, sitakuwa nimefungwa pahali, so niko pahali kwa giza na namba mtu.
Okay.
well, you guys, did you think of that KDF Jobo thing?
Yeah, I thought about it. And then sinikushua hiyo day hapo mada. Nilikuwa nimeenda kufuliza kiasi. And then nikapatana na msee like alikuwa ni recruit ama sijui nini. So you guy like his friends were asking him, "We bro, maze mwili ilienda wapi?" So I'm looking at this guy, msee ameisha. Then I'm asking him, "Maze hiyo training ikoje?" Ananiambia, "Bro, hata siwezi kuambia. We come tu." So I'm still thinking
You just
about it.
happened to sit to a KD next to a cadet.
Yeah, imagine. But
Yeah, what are the odds?
hawa tu wanne nchi kavu, I guess, si cadet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
In Chicago, not cadet. What's a cadet? A cadet is like an officer in training. What's the difference?
I think it's like an officer in training.
So do you go and carry the logs and the boats?
Yeah, nilikuwa nadhania unaweza hepa hiyo ni juu uko na degree, lakini ni kama the training is a must.
Yeah.
So I think the knee kwa 27th. Nataka nianze kupiga tizi you guy. Acha niende hii recruitment nione venye kuko jo.
You guy, your boobs they are big, you guy.
Yeah, that is the only way maze nita cut
You guy
down
have
on my
those boobs, you guy, before training day, you guy.
Unataka kwenda KDF ku lose weight?
Training. So you guy tuingia lazima ufanye training, Ken.
Even the recruitment, ukimbia ama.
Ati?
But like even the recruitment part of it, si bado kuna exercise.
Or you just want to go through the recruitment process, not necessarily join?
I mean, I want to try like Bali.
Yeah, it's training with the aim of joining, you guy.
This guy really has no faith in his comedy career, man.
You guys doing everything you guys to get a new
Everything to
career.
get out.
Cheki, so Elon Musk ameadvertise jobs fulani za kufanya job pale SpaceX. So kenye nafanya ni but you guys, Bashir, I think you should go for it, man. I feel like okay, I don't know much about KDF and the nitty gritties, but yeah, but I think there are many opportunities you can explore huko ndani, especially if you're well read.
Yeah, that's true. So especially in the area yenye nimesomea, I think maybe inaweza ingia nianze kufly or something. Siwezi mind kufly hizi ma F5 na ma F6 ama Kenya established like a space is it an agency ama like a space program haijakuwa, so they are establishing
Yeah,
Kenya as a
I
like
follow them on IG
space,
actually.
wanna
Oh, for
establish
real?
like a school or something. So yeah, me actually my goal was like to pivot into space basically.
That's
Hey,
dope, man.
you guys, that's even farther from the earth. You guys, this guy wants to even leave the earth.
Father
He
from
wants to,
stand-up comedy.
he wants to pivot into space. But you guys, those are dope dreams, man. Look, so Kenya has a space program.
Yeah. Imeanzishwa tu juzi by the way, weirdly.
Yeah, inaitwaje IG can
I think Kenya Space
Kenya Space.
Agency, KSA.
But you guys, man, Kenya Space Agency. So, do they want to start sending guys to space?
I think they started. The first project I saw was the Elon Musk wanted to shoot some satellites up or something. I don't know. So they I don't know if how it works. I don't know if there was any deployment from here, but there was talk
But
about
no.
some satellite going up from Kenya.
No, but that's interesting. But my problem in Kenya with some of this serious stuff is, you guys, if somebody pull us pesa ya tuseme oxygen, you guys, our guys can really die up in space. There's always someone kuliaing things, you guys.
Bana.
So you guys wamesema tunafaa 100 oxygen canisters, then someone kulias 20, then there are 80.
Yeah, even the IG space doesn't look professional, but it has underscores in its handle
Yeah, bana, you guys
with
mangalieng it right now.
290 followers. Aye.
You see,
Yeah, let me
that's why I wouldn't trust Kenya with a nuclear reactor. Because someone will start cooling the money for maji ya kucool down hizo
Bana, mtu ananunua nuclear mtumba maze.
bana. Ati kuna msee ako na deal fulani hapa hivi tunaweza kulia. Then you guys will just get fried. You guys, that thing is bad, you guys.
let me tell you, Kenya, the only thing yenye tume launch is like a small, inaitwanga like a cube satellite, na si ati
Oh,
tumeilaunch
okay.
like ilikuwa like piggybacked from like launch ya, was it India ama like another country. Like we've never launched like anything to space kabisa, but the problem
Yeah.
is we have a space station in Malindi, but it is not Kenyan.
It's Italian or something, ama.
Yeah, it's called San Marco. So hiyo
It's called
unasema
what?
San Marco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hiyo unasema hiyo story ya corruption. Me I think I would say because that place like it's very prime because iko aligned na I think the equator or something, like so it's very prime, like primal to launch things in space from that place, although aliacha
Oh,
right now it's mostly used to monitor. But why is it Italian? Like kama that opportunity was there to have our own space station back then, mbona tuku, like why did we sell out?
Ile Mkenya
Because
anafikiria kuhusu space. Mkenya anadhani space ni mbinguni ba.
You guys
I
are
can bet that's throwing Bengoni, you guy.
It's facts though.
You guy, so that space station is. Yeah, but I don't know. Yesterday I was talking to some other guy. You guys should check out that pod. I did a podcast with a guy called Fred Mbogo. So we were discussing how in Campo some courses were in quotes better than others. So if you find a guy doing say a Bachelor of Arts, in say maybe so he's majoring say in philosophy or something of the sort. A guy who's doing a science-based course would look down on such a guy. So they'd laugh and say, in fact, during my heyday, they used to call it Bachelor of Anything. So they'd be like, I'm telling him to BA, Bachelor of Anything, but So we're discussing how, like, people study not because they're interested in something, but because, it's a means to an end. So you're like, if I study this, I'll get this job. So you're saying it would be amazing if you're a cop, but you're well read, say in philosophy, because that's your area, and you've even gone to a school and gotten trained to the highest levels, which I found very, I found very intriguing. Because as you grow older, you realize, like, no matter how much money you make, if you're not doing the thing which you really love, you feel a bit wasted at the end. What do you guys think? Bashir, uliona hiyo pod?
nilicheki ile ya hookup. I think hiyo ndo ilipick interest yangu yuga, but nitaangalia hiyo.
Yeah, go check out your Mbogo, you guys. Ken, if you were to go back in time, would you change the courses that you did? About you are right up your alley.
I already got the opportunity to change the course I was doing because I went into university with the expectation that I will graduate in a Bachelor of Engineering. It's a Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science in telecommunication engineering. But I think 3 years in, I realized this was not for me. I tried to visualize myself in a lab coat and a hard hat. It just did not. Ilikuwa inakataa yani. So at that moment in time, I made a very crucial decision to quit that school and apply in a different school and send my parents a letter telling them mulipe fees ama mulipe fare nirudi nyumbani. So I did get to do what I thought I wanted to do with my life.
You guy, Manu, this telecommunication thing has occurred a couple of casualties maze. Hata
Pia
George,
What do you mean?
si hata George pia alikuwa anaifanya.
Lakini
The
see,
same
I
course
didn't
as
leave.
Ken.
I didn't leave because it was difficult. I left because I left because I joined for the wrong reasons. I joined because I was good in sciences in high school, and I didn't think about what I want to do with my life.
Yeah, George pia alifanya nini? The
Yes.
same course as Ken.
Yeah.
Ish, that's interesting. Even you no, but yours was aeronautical, right?
Yeah, but nilifanya some aspect of okay, communication in terms of navigation lakini but George na telecom.
So the way forward with your toys, Ken, like, what's your plan? How are you gonna get them to do, like, do you have a formula in regard to what you want them to do, or what they'd like to do?
Yeah, me, I
Because
think
in our era, it was enda usome upate kazi. You get, what strategy do you have, mate?
the most important skill to leave your kids with in this day and age is that ability to think for yourself, which is easier said than done, Maze. But yeah, critical assessment of reality. I'd rather teach my kid that than take them to any school.
But now that's something you're teaching them on the side, right? Like, so that even when they're at school, they can decide, like, I want to do this. want to do that.
Yes, school sana sana sahii wanafunzwa nini shule? School ni kwenda kufunzwa arithmetic, kusoma. What valuable information are they being taught in primary school that you can't teach yourself as a parent? Yeah, so
You guys,
mimi like I've seen people who've gone to wamemaliza shule miaka zote, hata wamejiongezea shule na bado ni wajinga. But I've seen also people who have never gone to school, but their critical analysis of this reality we're in is more in line with reality. Yeah, it's more in line with what I'm seeing. So I think the most valuable thing I can leave my kids is that ability to kuchambua reality wenyewe ndo so that they don't have to take orders from others. Yeah,
from some nigga.
yeah,
You guys, me, I've seen guys who went to school, but you guys have not read any other book again, you guys.
yeah. There are those two.
So you graduate and then maybe you also add a masters, lakini sasa unachana na kitabu kabisa. Check me, wacha nikishow. Mi sisikizanagi sana na vitabu because nilisoma sana. So they don't do any other studies. Like it's just book
Yeah.
smart.
Me
So you
actually,
don't know
my learning started when I left school. Like I've learned so much shit after school, man. I can't even think of where I used the knowledge I learned in school.
Because now they've changed many things that us guys were learning those days. SK it's no longer the ABCs. So now it's abacada, like the way you pronounce letters is different now, you guys, which is strange to me, you guys. So you guys, you're teaching your TOEI and them what you're teaching them is different from what you are taught. So it's weird, man. But I feel like the way they changed into a more individually based system, rather a competitive system, is good. Because you remember Kitambo, you guys, it was number one. So if you're not number one, you guys, your parents start refusing to buy for you a bike. You guys, I'm talking about myself, you guys. So I feel like now. I feel like now you guys, you just okay. I don't know how they rank people now, but you remember those celebrations of the number one in which school the guy is number one in the whole country. I used to find those things a
Yeah,
bit
they
weird.
don't do that anymore.
I think they do, but I feel like they were trying to reduce focusing on the ranking a little more than an individual's ability. Like me, when I was doing my KCSE, my best subject was English. But when I was writing the exam, when I was doing the composition, instead of writing a recipe, because the question was about a recipe, I wrote a prose story. I wrote a very nice story of how ugali can be cooked. You guys, that story was award winning, but it's only that I did write it in the formula of a recipe, you guys. Yeah?
This
You guys
guy,
must say, so my marks went down just because of that, you guys.
and he wrote a romantic telling of the cooking of ugali.
You guys, the ugali cooking thing that I wrote, you guys, Leonardo DiCaprio would have featured in, and chicks would have been leering. Huh? So you see, I had the skill, but just because I didn't write as a recipe, they graded me as a failure in my best subject, you guys. Huh?
But these amends we are making to these legacy systems. We did our constitution amendment juzi as a country. Now we're doing these school system amends. Don't you feel like they're a bit? They feel half-assed in effort, and it's like you take someone else's homework. And then you just change a few of the wrong answers. You don't do the homework yourself from scratch and then you submit it as your own. That's what it feels like.
Oh, it didn't feel fully
Like
thought out, huh?
yeah, it feels like we're taking the same old legacy systems and trying to patch them up with like elastoplast instead of making our own. Yeah,
Yeah, true. By the way, you guys. So it's not an overhaul of the system ground up. Still,
yeah, and we're left with the same skeleton of or the same structure that was there before, and it's just the finger is different or the toe is different.
yeah, I get what you're saying, you guys. Like, for example, I've never lived in the States, but I hear the schools are within a certain community. So, if I say live in South B, my toys go to a school around where I study,
Yeah,
where we live.
those school zones. That shit is crazy though. They've torn families apart because of that rule. Like if they find you lying, let's say you're in your zone, there's no good school, and your grandmother lives in a zone with better schools, and you take your kids to your grandmother so that they can go to the schools in her zone. If that school finds out that they're not in their parents' home, your child services wanaitwa and your kids are taken away. You get
Seriously, you guys.
it's mad. You get over there. See, Biden alisema these are not just your kids. These are everybody's kids. These are all our kids.
And then he breathed on the mic, you guy, like a freak. Check it. You got that guy. You guy. So, hey, but you guys, that's crazy, you guys. But why would they bring child services? You just want to access a better school.
Because it's illegal. It's like a law.
Is that why some guys who live in certain poor neighborhoods feel like they're locked into the system because they have to go
Yeah,
to a
yeah, yeah,
school?
yeah. Hmm.
So that system has its disadvantages, eh?
For sure.
But then again, in the Kenyan context, you guys really travel their toys to school. You got toy. If you go to the outside of the road at like 5 a.m., you just find kids there waiting for a bus to go to Riara. There are some kids in Kiteo who go to Riara, you guys, on Gong Road. Yeah,
Damn. How long
yeah,
does that
that's
trip take
nuts.
you guys? It's like 4 hours.
You guys, but the bus peters there at like 4:30 in the morning, man. Yeah.
Damn.
And then you guys, what time will you hang out with your kids, man? They leave at 4, then they come back at 7:30.
Man, yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's
man, I feel so much of this, how this society is set up right now. How is this setup, which, to, in all honesty, it's not ours. Tulipewa, tuliachiwa. It has no consideration for how close a family needs to be to stay together. This thing is ravaging through African families like wildfire, man.
okay. No one gives a damn. At least you in a small town, you can get your, and that's what I love about Kite. I feel like if I were to get a family, I'd live with them in Kitengela because there the buses pass by at around 7:15, 7:30. So the kids are in school by 8 o'clock. That's more. That makes sense to me, you guys. Yeah.
But like taking your kid to school is literally saying now the school is the one raising my kid. My kid's desk mate is the one raising my kid. My kid's classmates, they're the ones raising my kid. The senior students in that kid's school, they're the ones raising your kids, not you anymore.
Taking your kids to school.
No, yeah. Like them going to school, they're getting influenced way more by the interactions they have in school than how you interact with them in your home.
Yeah. So what would you rather, like a more homeschooling system?
First of all, a school system that teaches real life skills. Let's start there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think a school like that, something vocational, Yani, you would have students would have less time to think about. Like I told you last month, I went to my daughter's school and they were telling me some class 5 is trying to recruit her classmates into lesbianism.
Yeah.
who, like, if you're going to a vocational school, learning a skill is different than just sitting in class and learning theory. You're less easily distracted when you're learning a skill, because it's like you're using all your attention at that time. You can't half-ass your attention. So that small change can it can have rippling effects on other realms of life, like the attention spans, uh, how seriously they take their studying.
You guys, the guy I was with on the podcast. Sorry for giving you guys spoilers. So he was telling me he's a lecturer. He lectures performing arts and stuff like that. So he was saying one of the problems that they're having is students come to class, and then for some courses, you remember the way in high school you had to read a book, like say
Like I said,
which
book.
book? Yeah, like a set book. So he's saying many of these students are not used to reading a whole book. Like it's actually a very new concept for reading through a book for many of these kids, because they don't have the attention span, you guys, to go through the whole book, you guys. So
On a source.
you guys, the toys attention span has been commongwed, you guys, by life. Paka they can't read through a book. Eish, I
Yeah,
found
now
that to be
now
quite
imagine
interesting.
you're teaching these kids carpentry. Carpentry, maze, you don't have your attention span, unaingiza msumari kwa mkono, maze.
Yeah, woodwork. I remember we used to do woodwork, but we used to half-ass it. It wasn't intense. But you're right. But see, I feel like see that now comes badai after you learn the basics. You learn how to
You
read.
guys,
You learn how to.
kids are learning basics for 8 years, doc.
Yeah.
That's wasted time.
You guys, Bashir, what are your thoughts on this saga, you guys? Niliona ulikuwa umejiguza mic kidogo.
Like on mi na feel kama ulipitia 844 kwanza, even hata the aspect of the curriculum kionafunzwa, like even as people maze, like we were ukiona tu mtu wa 844, there's just something off too about them, especially mi na feel makosa moja tu yeah, you're not okay, especially when it comes to confidence. Like me nakumbuka, like I was in campus ndio, so I'm living with my sister, and then her toys are in international school, you guy, and they are in like sijui year 7. You guy, nilikuwa naongea nao na feel ni kama I'm the child, like the confidence they have, the bro, like mi niko uni msee, but nilikuwa na feel ka fala, and it's not that like they know more than me, but like they have so much confidence in the little that they know.
But you guys, why were these guys komonga your confidence in 844, Masejo?
Bro, I don't know, like mtu yote umetoka hapo, unatoka ukiwa beaten, hauna confidence, hauna any, your social skills are zero,
Like,
like those things.
why is debate class not mandatory?
Yeah, for speaking skills, right?
Yeah, but or just even for thinking skills, because in debate you learn a lot about all these logical fallacies, biases, heuristics. So you learn to call them out within the debate, and even within yourself as you're thinking, oh shit, this is a red herring. Oh shit, this is an ad hominem attack.
Yeah, true, Maze. Like you learn the skill, eh?
Yeah.
What do you think of this new thing coming up? It's called the Open University of Kenya, you guys.
I'm hearing it from you. What is that? Able to tell us more?
I think it's a virtual campo, which was. I think they received their charter yesterday from. I don't know if it was yesterday, but they received their charter from one William. So it's basically an online based campo. Yeah. So you'll be able
Kenyan
to
lecturers.
do, yeah, with Kenyan lecturers, you guys. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I feel like that's a good idea. Yeah.
I
If at all
mean,
the training, if at all the training is serious, because according to this thing, it'll cost less to attend that campus. It'll cost sijui a quarter of the fees to study at that open uni. They appointed James Mwangi as the chancellor of the uni, you guy. I don't know, but I don't know how serious the degree from OUK will be, Maz. But I feel like the idea is good.
I mean, me, I honestly have very little faith in school systems. Have you seen how the humanities in these Western countries, these universities that teach humanities, have basically ruined their own youth?
You guys, the campus in America are producing some very interesting kids, you guys. Yeah?
Hey, but
It's
Paka,
like an echo chamber. Those guys, if you have any other idea, they shout you down. They protest your, like if Akina Jordan Peterson are going in there to do a talk, they start doing a protest. So instead of learning, those guys are going to school to do activism.
yeah, have you heard the story of this South Korean defector called Yeon Mi Park?
I've heard of Yeon Mi Park. I think I saw her on a podcast or something. But what's her story?
Yeah, so she fled North Korea, yani very dire situation. She fled in North Korea, where she fled into China. She had to sell her mom into sex slavery for them to stay alive, and also
Uh-huh.
she had to also be bought as a sex slave. And she said that they both stayed as sex slaves for a couple of years before they were rescued by some Christian missionaries and taken to South Korea. And in South Korea, that's when she first started university. She studied there, and then she got a chance to move to the States. But now,
Mm-hmm.
this is someone who came from a proper dictatorship where free speech is just is not allowed. There was no dissent from the public that was allowed, and then she goes to the States, and she joins a university there. I think it was the States or Canada. I'm not sure, but she joins the
Mm-hmm.
university there, and they start telling her that she needs to acknowledge stuff like critical race theory,
Mm-hmm.
feminism. And she's like, yo, me, I come from a country where like if people moved like the way you're moving, where me, I'm saying I don't get the feminism angle, because I've come from a place where, and it was way worse than you guys can imagine. Or
Mm-hmm.
this critical race theory, where it basically perpetuates the victimhood of black people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she's like, all that stuff is like weak people energy. You can't if you continue in this way, you'll end up exactly where I left. So she started speaking up
Mm-hmm.
against what these new humanities that are being taught in American universities, and the backlash she was getting. You get people were saying that story of hers is not really, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But when you're seeing
look,
someone who's coming from North Korea saying, and yeah, you guys are going the wrong direction, it's worth a listen.
yeah, because those guys are not tolerant of any other person's views, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if I have a different view from you, for example, like why the heck would you try to cancel me? You want to come for my career? You want to debunk me? That's dictatorship in a way that I can recognize. Because
Hmm.
if you can't allow a different way of thinking, and then now you brand me as subhuman because I don't think the way you think and I don't agree with you. You guys, that's Nazism. Like that's becoming Nazi style, you guys, because you're brainwashed. And you're right. Those campos are where now the kids are really learning those things, you guys. You guys should have a
Maze.
conversation one day with Steve Charles kisa zingine vitu anasemanga, eh? Really regurgitate. I'm like, even you think like this. Yeah? Hata angekuwa
Uh,
hapa na YouTube.
by the way,
Go
Halaiki
ahead.
amend up. You know me, I have to leave in like 30 minutes, huh?
No, that's fine. We can end the space in within the 30 minutes. So don't worry about that, you guys. You
So
just let me know. Let's say 8:20. 8:20 is fine.
so let me
Yeah,
go
yeah,
and
yeah.
hear what this female judge is sentencing me with.
Oh shit! It's today, you guy.
Yeah.
Aye, you guy, man. I hope you guy you're not sent to jail, you guy.
Yeah, you know, I've actually considered that jail time, man. I've sat. I'm like, yo, what if I just do 1 month in jail, away from everything, away from my phone, away from responsibilities, you know, just away from everything, but it's okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a depressing thought, you guy. You should not go to jail, you guy. Huh?
Yeah, I need some time off from everything.
You guy, you even willing to go to jail for that time off, you guy. Huh?
As in, it looks like a nice sabbatical, you get. I don't have to
But at
think
least you
about
have
what I'm
some.
eating.
Uh,
I have a place
then
to
you
sleep
guys,
every day.
yeah, man, and some company.
Mm.
Yeah. Then you guy, I'm sure you'll chomoka with some very nice stories, you guy. Check it. So I met some guy in jail. So this guy,
Man,
but how are you
you
feeling? Are you
live
nervous
more
about
interesting. That's it.
Are you nervous about it? About the whole thing?
Nah. See, they'll give me a fine or a sentencing. It's too simple.
So do you have your guy who will pay for you whatever is sentenced? Because you can't pay for yourself. Huh?
Yeah.
You guys, that guy better be there with the money in cash. You guys, otherwise you utaingizwa kwa hiyo basi. Cheki haya waigize. You guys, that can be sad. You guys, aye. You guys have ever lala in a jail cell?
No, I haven't.
I don't know why I find Kenyan jails to be the saddest places ever. You guys, shit.
Okay, it smells like piss.
There was once I was caught transporting makaa in some car. Eh?
When is that illegal contraband?
Yeah, but now you guys charcoal.
You're not supposed to carry charcoal.
You guys, you're not supposed to be selling charcoal, you guys.
Or selling.
Yeah, man. So it was a Voxy. So the Voxy was packed, you guys, with. I've never told you that story of going to get maca.
Nah.
There's once you guys, my pal was telling me because we had this Voxy and it wasn't making money. So because it was supposed to do car hire and stuff, but it used to get spoiled. So I meet this guy who tells me that we can use that Voxy to bring in a load of charcoal. Eh? But you guys, that journey was full of issues. Eh? You guys, so that car got a flat tire right near the police station, Kajiado police station. You guys, huh? So you guys, the OCS was coming to work, then he saw it. Check it. You guys, so you guys, they really came and escorted me, you guys, to jail. You guys.
Yo.
But now
I
the
didn't
guy
even
who was
know it.
planning the whole smuggling thing was a cop also, so we just had
But
to wait
now,
for him to come bail me out.
but you always see these guys by the roadside selling charcoal, you get. Kwani mbona hawashikwi?
I think it's like you just have to include the cops, you guy, in your smuggling business, you guy. Huh? But it was years ago. It was like maybe 20 years ago. Right now, no, not 20, maybe 15. So this guy, the cop, weirdly enough, so now the head cop said that he told this other operator of the scam of the scheme. So he told him, all the time you pass here with a load, you make sure you give me 1,000 bob, you guys.
Yep.
So you guys, so that guy had to co-opt the cops, you guys, in that thing. But you guys, that was my one moment where I've engaged a Kenyan jail. You guys, I found myself condemned with enough Somali immigrants, you guys. Huh?
Kuna nukia manukato.
You guys, so now this guy is, so when they realized I'm not staying in, so one of them was telling me, because they had never been in Kenya. So one of them was telling me that I just peleka the mukombele and just leave the mukombele. Cheki, brother, can you just take me, just take me anywhere in front there, and then you just leave me, brother. Because you wanted to co-opt me now in human trafficking. Ish. Then I go
Yeah,
back to jail. You guy.
I haven't slept in jail, but I've bailed many a persons out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get what
So,
horror
but
stories they come out with you guy?
I just remember this one day we got into an accident tukienda club usiku wa young though. Rented
Yeah.
cars. So we spent that night in the police station instead of the club. But I remember walking into the police station, there was a guy screaming in one of the cells from the window, "Afande wananifira! Afande!" And then the police, I don't know, we started joking with the police. Wakatupea condoms. These are Sure condoms. A ton of. They gave us boxes. And then they
Or
let
to
us go.
leave.
Hmm?
They were giving you condoms to go away with.
Yeah. To live with.
You guys, that's funny. So they should have dashed it to the guy who was being feared. At least his fear
But
was safe.
Amande, Afirwa. Hey, yo, I'll never forget.
But you guys, that's rough, you guys. You guys, jail stories are always rough, man. So, but you guys, all the best, man. I'll be finding out how you're doing every hour, you guys. Yeah.
No problem, bro.
So that you guys ukifirwa mi nikimbie huko mbio sana na mashua. Cheki, unamjua? Namjua huyu, manake tunafanya naye space asubuhi. Ni mtu society ambaye anafanya impact.
Uzuri, we are well versed in self defense. Mtu akijaribu tuko naye.
Yeah, at least you guys, that's a saving grace, you guys. But anyway, no, I can let you go. Maybe I can hang around and see who wants to contribute kidogo
I'm
before
seeing
this.
Brian Mutai is nacheki best yangu Kinyanjui. Albo Kinyanjui wako hapa bana.
Nyanjui amechukua mic akatoroka, you guys.
This man's you guy. This guy is one of the funniest friends
Where's your
I've
part
had
for
you guy
more?
in my life. This
Wacha
guy nimemjua kutoka high
nimpatie
school.
mic. Wacha nimpatie mic hapo.
Huyu jamaa kona not safe for work stories about me yani.
Acha nikwambie kitu moja Beda.
Maybe Albo man. Niko poa mazee, good to see you
Good
bro.
to see you too guys. Niko job hapa lakini kuboeka. Mazee acha nikusho nimepata hapa hivi mkiongea stories za kulala ndani man. Mazee mimi acha nikusho niko na experience mpaka yani nikiingia kuna zingine nilikuwa naingia unasikia Kinyanjui umerudi? Yani nilikuwa tough. Alafu unajua mtaani sio kushika like yani ile tu wasikie tu wamefanya kazi usiku. Unacheki unatembea tu zako hata una mambo kidogo ndio hiyo gari usha uko ndani ya hii kitu bana unajua
Bana.
pale hivyo kishaingia ndani yani okay acha nikishow kama hujaishikwa kama hujalala ndani the thing is before uingie hapo unashindanga tu kiomba maze nisipatane na watu heri tu nikuwe tu peke yangu huko ndani ama niko na best yangu jumaze kuna zenye unaingianga hivi buda unapatana na makofi bado unaanza
makofi from nani
unageuzwa mazee unafesiwa miguu ziko juu kichwa iko chini yani kila kitu yenye kwa mfuko yanguke na sasa unashindwa sasa ulishikwa ni wanajuaje kuna vitu sasa this particular time tulishikwa tukapelekwa hii ni Mudhangari ile yenye inakuanga karibu na Brayside so asubuhi unajua sasa yofanyika hivyo kishikwa lazima your friends have to come and bail you did yani either it's going to be back in the day it used to be like a K ama like 1500 una bail so ukipata na nyinyi hamna do mnaambiwa tu cheki asubuhi mtaamka mtafanya community service hapo so mnapewa kama slasher hivi mfieke nyasi yani kazi tu za kijinga unacheki sasa niko na mzee mzito Lonski kama kaida Lonski lazima amelala ndani hata shava uniform wengine walitu patikana pale nilishikwa na Romeo wewe walivambaka uniform ya jela hao walikuwa waende sijui waliangukiaje buda pale sasa pale Mudhangari hiyo iko hapo karibu na Brayside champion yaje nyinyi mtafieka nyasi wala mjikate hiyo design ya sasa tuko pale mzee tuko janta mbaya kidogo tunaenda kufieka hivi boys fulani anafika paper bag imejaa mandom buda
Allah.
Mandom naksho, yani you guys fat sticks, yani not at those two slim ones we used to smoke all the time. Buda acha naksho tulikuwa tufike nyasi wana wetu liwasho tusi tuna extend. Hii nyasi yenyu ikae vizuri. Buda tunapata
Hey, bana.
hapo karibu na garbage set tunapata paper bag imejaa mandoo, moto enda wapi bana?
Kwani hakuna makarao hapo wanawaocha?
Sasa makarao wanataka kujua nini kuwahusu. Makarao wenyewe ndo wametupa hizo ndoo. Unajua venye wao shika mtu ukiwa na mandoo. So you know you usually think that they have a place where they'll keep the evidence. Kumbe these niggas just usually toss that shit away, man.
Oh shit.
Sasa buda sisi tuko hapo tunafika nyasi tushapatana na paper bag imejaa mandoo ziko rolled properly. Buda tulifanya kazi mpaka wanatuliza mwendi. Tunashwa tuna haraka afande hata saa hii. Sasa hii tunaenda kufanya nini bwana?
Anyway, Mazen, thanks for that story.
The longest have been in is 2 weeks, but we'll talk about that later. Let people contribute.
Wazi. Hebu ambia Emmanuel hapa about maisha uko Qatar ama ni uko?
Mimi niko Saudi.
Saudi,
yeah. Saudi.
How long have you been there, man?
Saudi Kofiti. I've been here for December will be 3 years.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, this place is actually quite good. Yeah. Leave alone those those things that we usually hear, misdemeanor and these negative things that usually get people saying about Saudi, mara huku watu wanatuchwa vibaya na nini. Check, I usually say this. It all depends on you as a person, how you decide to live, how you decide to survive in a particular area. Your actions are what lead you to all the negative circumstances. You understand? Lakini kama wewe ni mtu unafanya job yako vizuri tu, you go about your way, usumbwani na watu, imagine hakuna shida yote. Cause kama hii place Saudi, mimi nilikam, I'm able to afford a car, I'm able to live in a nice place, I'm able to eat well, the job is good. Again, sijai kuwa tuna confrontations na mtu hata nini. Hata nikipatikana nimelewa karawa na niachilia tu juu anachikiu msea na mambo, lakini sasa tina advice hiyo ni kitu ya maana. Cause hata pombe yenye tunakunywa Saudi Arabia ni chang'aa. So these things that I'm sure you guys have noticed, these negative things you've been seeing about Saudi Arabia, mara Kenyans wanajiuza huko, wanauza roskoko, sijui how much, that shit is true. Hizo vitu zenye mnachiki mademo na uwana wa Kenya kwa Kenya, that shit is true, because you see most of these girls usually come here with useless jobs that is sijui kuwa made, alafu wanaanza kuinfluenciana. Unasikia demoja ameambia mwenzake niaje, sasa badala ushinde kwa hiyo nyumba ukifanya kazi za umbocho unalipa sijui pesa ngapi kila mwezi, why don't you come here, you sell your coochie, you guy, the money that you're making in a month, you can make it in a day's work. Just sell your coochie, shit on the nigga's face, slap them, spit on them. You know, because many men over here have weird fetishes, by the way, in case you don't know. If you guys ever spoke to a Malaya, the shit that they can tell you, yani hata wewe mwenyewe utaamini. Despise vibaya sana, utaitaka stories zao. So, kama juzi niko na Ken Beda nitakutumia recording fulani nilichukua na dem fulani hapo akiniambia vitu zenye wao fanya, utalia wallahi. Demo na nishoti club.
Hizo fetishes unasema ni za Arab guys ama just
sasa
all guys?
Si mostly ni Arab. Nitakutumia hata sasa hivi venye tunaongea, nitakuforwardia hata nitakuforwardia tu sasa hivi ukitaka, hata mambo akidai nitamtumia pia. So udem tumekamea anaweza kuniambia TV by that anapoka
forwardia Ken Beda, labda Ken Beda uniforwadie
basi, haina mambo. So unacheki sasa, kama dem mwingine hapo juzi na mrecord tu hapo tu nikisikiza stories zake, dem ashaniambia TV anaweza pata client, alafu ujue huu ni client ati amezoea kuja, yani they call them regular clients. Jamaa anakuja yeye anataka tu abalishwe pampers hizi za adults, atreatiwe kama kitoto, amekuja mpaka na hii kitu. What you call this thing? Hii mnyonye inaitwaje?
Pacifier. Hey yo.
So listen. That's not it, man. She tells me there's a nigga who would come here, you guys, the nigga just wants her to just rub her ass and her face all over his face. I mean her ass and her pussy all over his face. There is at the same time, there is one that says, yo, me when I come there, I want you to shit all over me. There is another one who wants them to shit on a bowl so they can eat it. Yani fetishes zingine.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Then there's another one. There's another lady who was telling me there's some niggas who would come. Manataka tu abebo tu kwa shoulders. You just walk around the whole house with the nigga on your shoulders. So she know them. Kwa nini mtu ina gani upia? Yeah. So there's another one, because sometimes I like listening to what these ladies are talking about so I can understand exactly what they usually go through just for them to make this money. Yani this is bullshit money. Yeah. Yani pesa ya laana, lakini yani ukisikia venye wanaitengeneza wewe mwenyewe washangaa hii pesa hii tu ndo bado mnatumia mama zenyu hii pesa hii, yani walai. Sasa unasikia mwingine hapo ananiambia ati mi client anakuja anataka tu nishinde nimemtemea mate uso. Mwingine anataka tu nimchape, mwingine anakuja na dildo mimi nimtombe yani. Hey, I'm like, yo, come on.
Yo.
Yeah, so this chick was
So much do they get for a sesh?
It depends, you know. So here I'm gonna speak in reals. In reals, there's a client who could come with like 1,000 reals. That's by 36. That's 36,000 Kenyan shillings just for that session. Yeah, shit on his face. I'm a shit on a ball so that he can eat. I'm a pee on him. So I asked her. So when a client comes and you're talking about him wanting you to pee on him, so how exactly? What position is the nigga sitting? She's like, he could be lying down and then I'll just pee all over him. Okay, what about shitting on him? Yeah, he's still lying down, and so I'm just rubbing my ass and my pussy all against his face, and then also while shitting on him while his mouth is open. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here, man. And you know, and she's speaking, and by the way, and you know the way me and Beda we can be speaking about a specific conversation, and it's like, yo, I don't really want to get into details, but the way these chicks usually explain, it's like, yo, this kutu ingine yani. Unasikia tu yani dem vetu anaongea conversation yake ni kama yani it's just a regular thing. Yani hata si big deal kwake.
So the chicks have gotten used to it.
They've gotten used to it. Alafu sasa you find that a lot of them over here they're really taking drugs a lot. Like unapata dem anatumia fegi, anavuta hashish, anavuta ice sasa ni methamphetamine, anakunywa chang'aa sana. So unapata watu wamekonda, alafu watu wako na hii design ya kujipaka hizi mafuta zinaitwa Carolites, sijui. Hizi bleach yani. So unapata huyu dem ukimwangalia previous photos hata kama Yesa na kamshamba wengi wametoka ushago na sijui wapi huko, but unasay uko za hata ulikuwa na kabeta sasa hivi ushakuwa mweupe, lakini sasa kulingana na uweupe yako ni ati just because you can satisfy clients, because apparently ati hao watu wakikuja kununua malaya watakangi weusi, wanatakanga weupe. So these women have no choice, so wanafanya competition na Indonesians na Filipinos, so si pia wa bleach wafanane nao. Lakini sasa unaona sasa when it comes to Kenyans, because first of all of their complexion they're black, so for them to make money they'll go out of their way. So utapata dema na nyonya mpaka deki ya client, ujui kama mtu ana maugonjwa gani. Unapata dema na uzambaka matako yake for very little money, yani 100 reals ni kama pesa ngapi? Kama 2,500 ama 3,000 hivi ameuzambaka matako, na nakwambia girls from 20 to 28 years old. There's some who go beyond that age. Yeah?
Wait, but you guys, that's crazy, you guys. So are these chicks the ones who mainly get? Because obviously, if I let someone shit in your mouth, being abusive is not far-fetched, right?
I mean, you need to understand. You need to understand one thing. When you compare a thief and a malaya, is there any difference? Because they're both doing something that is illegal and above, yani what we go, yani against God's will. You understand me? So when this lady is doing this, performing these things, hata mwizi wakati anaiba, mwizi hata akiuliwa amuonangi ikiwa kitu mbaya. Malaya pia hata amsikiangi kitu yote, unaona? Because huyu ni mtu tayari ashazoea yani kutumika yani. Initially yani huyu mtu ni kama amejichukulia ni garbage, so haoni big deal hata akifanywa hizo vitu, because you need to understand one thing. Sometimes they have clients who will come because they chat with clients, the client sends them pictures, then these girls have these groups where they'll approve the client, they'll send the picture to the group, and some people will say okay, huyu ni mpoa hananga shida, mwache akuje basi. Lakini sasa wapata kuwa kuna client wengine wakikuja pale kumbe ni wezi hao wenyewe. Sasa yule client akiingia pale kwanza anakata kulipa, kuzidisha, naenda nafungua mlango, marafiki zake wanaingia. Sawa, marafiki zake wakiingia pale kwanza wanarepa demo na waiba. Kuna demo mwingine ashaniambia ati walikuja wakaharamiwa bana, majamaa walikaa kwa nyumba over 8 hours, wanapika hadi wanaoga.
Damn.
Wanarepiwa vibaya sana. By the way, there's even a chick, a very beautiful chick yani. When she started talking, when telling me what she has gone through, I was just like, man, this is bullshit, you guys. Hata sitakangi stories zake. In fact, I think I blocked her, whatever it is. This bitch was just sitting there having a good time, all of a sudden she goes, mi hata nishazoea kurepiwa. I'm like, oh my god, what is this, man?
Damn. And what do you think is the easy fetishes zao zinatoka wapi? Mbona ziko nasty?
Well, to be honest, you need to understand that us as humans, everybody has something that is a vice that they just...
Yo.
You guys, what has happened to Albo, you guys?
Maze, the way you jamaa alikuwa anatuchambua na some major stories. God damn.
You guy, that's you guy. What the heck has happened? You guys, shit. Huh?
Labda ameshikwa na boss Mwarabu mazee akisikia stories za za bukaki.
Okay, let me try and add him back, you guy, man. Albo.
Yo, me,
Please.
I have to leave, eh?
Oh, you have to leave, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you have to leave. So, wacha nionekana naweza rudisha Albo alafu tuonekana naweza wind down na yeye.
Easy, bro. All right. Everyone else, thank you for tuning in. Miss Monica, thank you personally. And everyone else, peace.
You guys, cheers, man. All the best, bro.
Cheers, man.
Haya, wacha nione kama naweza rudisha Albo kwa hii space tuone kama tunaweza maliza hiyo story. Hiyo story ilikuwa imeshika. What happened to him, man? Shit. Albo. You guy, bana. Wait, Albo, if you're listening, maze request your mic urudi hapa bana tumalize hiyo story. Meanwhile, nani atachukua mic maze ni keep company as I'm waiting for Albo. Where is Kiari Amos? Kiari Amos. Request mic hapa unishikilie as I look for Albo. Shit. But you guys, that's nasty, yani. Alright, I can't find Albo. I think I'm add next time. I'll look for him. Maybe I should do a podcast with him. Mbona Kiari amechukua mic? Wacha niongee na Kiari kidogo as we wind up this space so that we just end it nicely. Umesikia hizo story you guys?
Bana Kinyanji ana drop bombs very casually. That's a very casual.
You guys, that is nasty, you guys.
That's a very casual way of dropping bombs.
You guys, that is the nastiest. But that is sad, you guys.
Hata ange to prepare psychologically kwanza.
See, you guys, yeah, but that is crazy, man.
But
so I'm trying to add him back, like in him. I don't know why it's empathy, man.
It's crazy how human.
But would
I?
I feel like a human being can adapt to some of the worst conditions on the earth and find it normal.
Yeah. But that was very nasty. I feel like human beings can stretch their nastiness if they get an opportunity to.
They can?
They can extend their nastiness if they have an opportunity to go the extra that they wish to.
Yeah, because yesterday I had this chick on the space.
Yeah,
so she was talking about how on the podcast. So she was talking about how she used to do hookups.
Cecilia.
Yeah, Cecilia.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
And I was
so did you see the part where she was asking if God helps you with the hookup? So I'm gonna say
she was
unaomba alafu Mungu
yeah, she was like anaomba alafu Mungu anamtumia client wa hookup na anamlipa vizuri. Then I was like, God does not work that way. The God I know does not work that way.
God hooks you up with guys to hook up with. Like, damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Monica, what do you think of what we've just had as we are winding up this thing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was just thinking, maybe it's because of the religious stringent measures they have in those countries. I feel maybe because they live in that state. So when they find the space to be themselves, then they go to the extreme. I don't know. But it's so bad. Like, so bad.
Yeah, maybe the more you're tied up in a certain...
The more you're trying to hide. Yes, the more you're trying to hide, I think the more some evil comes out in you. Like, sasa ukipata ile nafasi, unataka kufanya vitu hazieleweki. You know, that's my feeling, because it doesn't explain why we hear such weird stories in those countries. But maybe ile vitu tunajua Kenya, maybe we just see it, we do normal weird things, but ni vigumu kusikia watu wanafanya vitu weird hivyo. So I think it's because of what they are subjected to in terms of restrictions.
Yeah, maybe the more closed the society, the more you find guys doing the craziest stuff ever. Wait, Albo, what happened to you, man?
I don't even know, man. This shit just dropped again.
You guys, another guys were chewing those stories like a nonsense.
Yeah, so I remember Ken Beda, I left when Ken Beda had a question. Ama, it was you, Manu. You guys were like, what leads people to this type of fetishes, yeah?
Yeah.
So apparently utapata kila mtu anakuanga na vice yake different. Kama vile wapata mtu anapenda kunywa pombe, kuna mtu anapenda wasichana, kuna mtu anapenda bangi. Sasa kuna watu kwa hii dunia, watu tuko surrounded nao, hata marafiki hivi, mtu wapata kuna fetish moja serious maze, na uwezi hata jua na hizi taka ujue. Hebu wewe jaribu kuimagine mtu mzima anatoka kwa nyumba yake amebeba strap on, ameenda kwa nyumba ya malaya ati anataka wamfire naye. Naoni mwanaume mzima na sasa hiyo ukumbuke, most of them they even have families, because a lot of men nowadays that usually do these things like having these gay behaviors and all these things, these taboo things, rather how we consider it. It's people that are actually married with families. Do you know that?
For real.
Wanaume wazima, yani yule mtu kimpata hivi kwanza wamuita rafiki yako kabisa, mtu mpaka wamsalimie ile design ya this guy. This guy is a guy, but kumbe huyu mtu mazee masaa ya jioni ikifika, but hey, because I'm telling you, get the type of shit that you see happening here. Alafu unajua, we usually have that perception that Saudi Arabia is the place where yani you will never find any of these things going on, sio?
Yeah,
the fact that at least it's Muslim, so tunakuanga na ile, unajua sisi wa Kristo ama sisi kama wa Kenya, hata nisiseme kila mtu, wacha niseme kama wa Kenya, tunakuanga na ile mentality ya, especially Muslims, we are supposed to respect them because you know these people, they go, yani they are very devoted people, yani you can never find them going yani around doing this type of things. But mazacha nikwambia hapa Saudi Arabia, zile vitu zenye mimi nimejionea, vitu zenye yani mpaka waka hivi washindwa, Muislamu ndo kwa maana anaomba mara 6 kwa siku. Juu mtu mazee, zile dhambi zenye atafanya hiyo siku moja tu.
So we were theorizing over here with Kina Monica here, and we were saying, do you think the more closed the society is, the more crazy the fetishes are?
But you see, that's the thing. That's why places like Dubai is also an Arab country. It's also a Muslim country, right? Yani UAE. UAE consists of Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all these countries, right? But now you see, for them, they have made it more open, so women can wear as they feel, as they like. Gay people are able to present themselves as they wish. That's okay. Alcohol, as long as tu uko kwa ile alcohol controlled environment, haina shida, ona. So utapata yani nchi kama hizi zimeacha watu wako na hiyo freedom, unapatanga people don't take it like it's a big deal. Lakini ukikuja kwa hizi nchi zenye vitu zinakwanga zimefichwa, ndio sasa watu wanafanyanga madhambi zaidi. You know, it becomes like a drug, yani it becomes like an adrenaline type of thing, because shit, this thing I cannot find it easily, but here it is, so let me consume it as much as I can. Juu najua sitaipata tena kesho ama jioni, unaona?
Yeah.
So unapata hapa hivi hizo madhambi wanafanya ile serious, yani when you see the amount of drugs that usually come into Saudi, the amount of vices that happen here, alafu tena hizi stories za hizo usherati mazejo, yani maze, mimi nakusho Manu, ukiwa hapo Kenya, wewe mwenyewe hata labda hata ujui hata malaya wanaoperate, hata ujui hata drug dealers wanafanya kazi hapa buda hii place maze, yani when you realize this, alafu unajua hapo unapata mademo wengi wenye wanaingia kwa hizi kazi wanaingishwa mpaka na family members.
Serious.
Wallahi si mabeshte peke yake, hata unapata dem hapa hivi anti yake amefanya kazi huko, dem pia anakuja Saudi Arabia anaingia kazi ya umbochi kiasi, anahepa because you know what usually happens is a lot of
so wanaletwa kutoka Kenya, wanaambiwa kuna hii job nyingine unaweza chapa.
Hapana, so not just what usually happens is a lot of women usually come to Saudi Arabia to work in people's houses as maids. You get me? So now once they come and they start working as maids, hii kuingia tu kwa social media, wanachanuka, wanaona aya, how comes am I really in the same Saudi Arabia as these other people that are jibambaing, wanaenda out, wanakunywa, wana nini? So kidogo dema anakuja anapata connections, anaanza kuuliza, then how can I get out of here? Hii nyumba yenye niko mazisi treat poa, kuli pesa nzuri. Kidogo anaambia usijali, wewe tutumie location, tutakutafutia driver, utamlipa hivi na hivi, akishakutoa utakuja hapa kwa hii nyumba, tutakufundisha kufanya kazi. Sasa yani how to get hope. So ujue huyu mtu sasa
So now you're recruited.
exactly. So atajifanya Kenye atafanya, atatoroka kutoka kwa nyumba yenye ameandikwa kazi. So hiyo kutoroka ndo unasikia ngao wanaita Kemboi. Ukisikia jina Kemboi inamaanisha huyu mtu hana documentation, they are just literally aliens. They don't have any documentation, not unless they get arrested and get deported or just they die. Just like they've been doing here, killing each other and all that just because of stupid things. Kidogo kidogo you find these girls mpaka wameanza kujifanya ati matombo huku sijui wa So that's what they usually do. So wanapotea, wanakuja wanarecruitiana kwa hizo nyumba za umalaya. Hii nyumba ikigonga wanaenda kwa ingine. Hivyo. Alafu unajua hii pesa it doesn't help them with anything at all.
Oh, they don't do much with the cash.
Sasa unajua kuzidisha wasichana ni washamba ukumbuke, then kidogo umemtoa kwa umbocho kamwingisha kwa umalaya. Yani you can't jump out of a frying pan onto the fire. How is this possible?
Yeah, true, Mazi. So do they send the money back home? What the heck do they do, man?
Of course they will send money back home, because if they don't send money back home, then obviously family will have questions. How comes you traveled to go and work? Alafu the funny thing is, by the way, you need to understand this clearly. Not many of the family members know they are even in Saudi Arabia. They usually lie in places like Qatar and all that shit because they just lie. Okay, so of course they have to be sending money back home, because at the end of the day, si alienda kazi ama? Sasa kumaanisha huyu mwanamke kama hata ni kuuza matako ama kufanya chochote ndo apate pesa ya kutuma nyumbani, lazima atafanya. Because ukumbuke say we live in a society where girls after by the age of 18 to 25 most have kids. So huyu lazima atatuma pesa, atume ya mtoto wake na atume ya kwao. Alafu kumbuke wasichana wengi vile nimekuambia, they're very fucking uneducated, very ignorant out here.
And do you think the agencies know this? Because I feel like some of those agencies take advantage of this.
Not only do the agencies know this, even the embassy knows it as well. That's why the embassy doesn't really bother to help Kenyans as it should. Because as a Kenyan, when you go when you approach the embassy, it's supposed to help you as much as they can. But then now, Kenyans over here have shown the embassy that they're useless. You know, they cannot be helped at all. Because wewe wataka kumsaidia Mkenya, lakini unapata ukichunguza shida zake, huyu alishikwa akiuza pombe, huyu alishikwa akijaribu kuiba msichana. Because sasa kuna wale wanafanya kazi kama mimi vile nina gari, niende nikemboisha msichana kutoka kwenye anafanya kazi. Sasa unaona already hizo ni dhambi za aina gani? So nikishikwa na polisi, nijaribu kusema simnisaidie hata mwingine, embassy watauliza alifanya nini? Acha huyo auze huko ndani.
So they're like, these guys were meoza already.
Jusasa, the embassy already knows Kenyan women, this is what they're doing. Because look at the case the other day. Unakumbuka yule msichana aliuliwa na msichana mwenzake, hiyo kitu si mlikuwa mnaongelea hapa hata. Na si hiyo peke yake. Si mmekuwa
bana odem alidedi.
Dem alidedi bana. Wasema nini hata anachangiwa. Si hata ili watu wanamchangia.
Shit, you guys.
Mwenzake and you know that's a girl. She's just 24. The other one was 26.
One of them looked gay, you guys.
See, they're gay. See, that's the thing. These girls are gay. That's the reason why they were even fighting. Wanakunywa changa, hawakulangi, then ndio wameenda kuchapana. Na unajua sasa, hebu imagine Manutu kichapana kwa hii jua bana. Jua nje iko 50 degrees na kugongesha kichwa kwa lami. Kuzidisha ujakula chochote, hata labda ukunywe imagine ni changa tu imekuja kwa system. Alafu sio tunapigana juu ya mwanamke ana hii kitu kama wewe tu.
You guys, that's nasty, you guys. Unasema sio kunywa changa hapo hivyo?
Hapa ni changa. Hata nitakutumia picha. Hata mimi na kunywa hii kitu hapa na piga tu hapa na strawberry inakuwa kama cocktail.
You guys brew it in the house, ama?
Hey, you guys, this one is brewed in the mountains. You guys, I don't even know who does it. Mimi kitu hata nashuku inapikwa na Clorox ba. Hey! Kitu unaonja hivi mazicho.
Iko na nini? Pure ethanol.
Hata sijui mbona wengi wetu watujapoteza macho.
You guys, maybe you should start documenting some of these things.
I mean, I would love to document it, but then you see, I'll get a lot of negative. I'll have a very negative impact around here. Unajua mimi nawajua wengi.
No, maybe you do it. Yeah, maybe you just do it like you know the way those KTN guys do things, but they don't reveal who is the host.
Yeah. I could. Even there's a time I wanted to take a few videos of some women smoking that ice. Maze sijui crack pipes wanatoa wapi. Maze Manu, I'm telling you, this place is there's no hope in Saudi you get for Kenyans. Kenyans yani wanatoka, and I'm telling you about mothers yani. mothers, women ukiangalia hivi unamwona ni mwanamke mzima kabisa, wanavuta hizi vitu vibaya sana.
Maybe even when they were in Kenya, they had never drunk. I mean, they've never smoked or drunk.
They've never even drunk, never even smoked. Nigga, most of them, their parents are even watu wa kanisa ile mbaya sana bana. Wewe wasema nini? Wasichana wengi hapa naongeleshanga nauliza na sasa mama yako akijoeni malaya anaweza sema nini? Unasikia uwi hata siwezi taka ajue, anaweza kufa. Si ati hao wasichana wakifanya hizi madhambi hawajui kwamba ni dhambi wanafanya na ni vibaya. But it's just that, you know, the problem, you know me, I always blame it on money because these girls want to get shit so fast, so they're willing to do whatever it is that they can. Alafu manu, if you think that they're trying to get this money so that they can make something so big, ama something that they can look at and be like, you know what, mi nilijiuza nikafanya madhambi juu hii asset. Imagine nothing at all. Huyu ni ajiuze hivyo anunue nguo, ajiuze hivyo apate pesa ya kwenda out kesho, ama ya kukunywa hiyo changa, ama ya kuweka mwanaume. Alafu huku wana date Mapakistani na Wahindi, unashindwa ala. Wengine ni malaya wanajuza wanalala na watu bila makondo, mapata dema.
Dating Pakistani.
Everything you name it. Kiwete hadi mtu anakuja na wheelchair bana, natoka hapo kwa enjoy. Buda, I'm telling you, mimi kuna keja fulani ya madem najua wanawake wawili, mmoja ako na mtoto Mnepali, hata akumbuki ni nani huyo alimtomba, but anajua ni Mnepali. Kuzidisha huyo Mnepali ni kama alimrepu. Mwingine ako na mtoto wa Mpakistan. Maze you guy.
You get that's rough.
Sasa mpaka unataka kuuliza, now you came all the way from home to Saudi Arabia to work and send money home. Sasa itakuwaje unarudi mtaani, uko na mtoto mweupe, unampeleka ushago ama hata ghetto? Yani hata wewe unaharibia tu mtoto maisha bana. Na babake yuko hapo haujui. Sasa how do you explain that to your fucking family?
You're taking that way to Luandeti village.
Hebu imagine mtoto wako ni mweupe Mpakistan ama Mnepal, alafu ukifika mtaa anaongea Kiluya na Kikuyu ile serious. Hadi anangoa.
So you guys, that place, if you're going there, you have to be focused like a nonsense, huh?
You see, the thing is, you guys, Saudi is amazing. In fact, I was in Dubai for 8 years, but when I came to Saudi, man, I prefer Saudi 10 times. You guys, everything that you couldn't afford in Dubai, you can easily get it here. Easily.
Oh, it's cheaper, eh?
You guys over here, they don't joke. If you get a good job, they pay you million apart.
Because me, one of the best, I've been to Dubai and I loved it. I loved the orderliness, the cleanliness and stuff. I'm like, me, I'd live here.
Yeah, trust me. Dubai, first of all, may I call Dubai my second home after Kenya. Dubai is amazing. Dubai, as long as you have the resources, yani you have money, you guys, Dubai is the place to be anytime, any day. Anytime, any
Yeah, because everything is working, man.
Everything. Pale, alafu unajua place kama Dubai ya kunanga jealousy ama nini, because you guys, everyone is living it. Everyone is seeing it. Yani, you know the way in Kenya you can see a luxury car like a Rolls and you're like, hey, check your gari. Yani in Dubai it's just another day, maze. Unapata hata imepakiwa kwa barabara tu pale Hazard zikaona hata hakuna mtu anashughulika.
Yeah, man.
Hapo ukiringa sijui iPhone sijui nini. You guy, man, in Dubai those are just materialistic things, man.
True, man. So you're saying Saudi is sort of Dubai style, but cheaper?
No, it's not sort of Dubai style, but as in the way of living is much better here, because you see, unlike Dubai, housing is very expensive. There's no way you could ever get a house by yourself in Dubai. Buying a car is not very easy in Dubai. Even getting a license is not easy in Dubai. But you see now, when you come to Saudi Arabia, we had cars in our first month of arriving. We had licenses in the first week. We had houses in the next in 2 months. Everybody had their own apartment.
Oh, and it's in a nice area.
It's in a very good place. Unajua sasa ina depend ni wewe kwenye unataka kukaa. Unajua kila inchi iko na maplace, iko na floors zake.
Yeah, true.
Lakini ni place fiti sana. Mimi wallahi siwezi complain hata kidogo kiniuliza mambo za Saudi. Where as long as tu una live, unakaa tu maisha yako tu vizuri vile inafaa, you mind in your own business and you're abiding by the law. Lakini sasa when you talk about abiding the law, alafu sasa unapata Mkenya mwenzako huku yuharibu, sasa mpaka wewe wabebwa tu same na. Sasa kama mwanamke, let's say Monica akikuja hapa Saudi Arabia akitaka kutembea freely, nyuma yake anapata mtu anamfuata na gari akimuita ama nini, yani hamuheshimu kama mwanamke. Why? Because mademote washaoneshana hivyo ndo huko. Unapata Mkenya anaweza ingia taxi ama Uber, anaanza kuongelesha hapa huyu taxi driver kidogo, anaona instead of me paying this case, ni mwacha nishike mapaja tu kiasi nini nimpe hata namba hata kama ni fake, ni hivyo hiyo gari nimeenda free. Sasa unapata mwanamke mwingine akiingia kwa hiyo gari, mwanamke ana heshima zake, atabebwa hivyo hivyo ama vipi?
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's crazy, you guys.
So now that's the thing, man.
So they think everyone who's from Kenya, for example, is like that. Unamshika shika
Sasa
tu.
kama ushafanya, sasa kama hivyo ndo mshaonesha kila mtu, because most, like I told you, these girls that are hoes, most of their clients who are the Pakistanis, Saudis, Indians. Sasa huyu, sasa mwanamke akiingia kwa gari ya Mpakistani ama ya Mwarabu, huyu jamaa bora aone tu kwa macho zake huyu ni msichana mweusi, si ataanza kumuuliza maswali za kijinga kama where you going, umetoka wapi, uko na bwana, si nikuje kwako ama usinipe namba. Hebu imagine vitu kama hizo.
So they've reduced our dignity, you guys.
Dignity go down. Sasa wasichana wa Kenya ndo washafanyika hivyo.
You guys, that's terrible.
It's very terrible. I'm telling you, it's fucked up. It wasn't even like that before. Now it's useless. It's completely useless. Yani msichana hawezi tembea freely. Sasa kama mimi nikasema ati nilete bibi yangu hapa Saudi Arabia, nitamleta tu kumtesa wallahi.
Yeah, me wouldn't want to even, man. Wait, nani naona kuna wasee hapa hivi Kimaru, kuna kitu nataka. No, I'm sure they want to ask you something. Nani Kimaru, uko na mambo ya kuuliza Kinyanjui bana?
Leo ni aje?
Vipi bro?
Mazee albo, mazee albo.
Kimaru kwa wapi mazee, network yako yes.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, now sasa tunakusikia. Sema.
Hello.
Yeah, tunakusikia.
Yeah.
Kimaru mazee, network yako haiwezi bana. Your network is screwing you thoroughly. Pole man. Moses Kiari, you have anything to say before I drop this space to Kinyanjui?
Yeah, poa.
Kinyanjui?
Yeah.
You know, describe those fetishes, they look very easy, but now I was here thinking critically how the cheating happens. That you have to do all over the body of a person, that's crazy.
So apparently, Manu, by the way, I sent Ken Beda the voice note that I was telling you about, the one that I was able to record this girl explaining to me about the fetish.
Oh, okay.
So Moses, apparently huyu dem venye tulikuwa tumeketi naye, sasa mimi nikimchocha endelee kuongea. Huyu dem alikuwa anasema ati mazee, ati kuna client anaweza kuja. Kwanza hata ashakwambia mazee, uko umekula vizuri, ndo akifika si ati uanze kujikaza pale chooni. Ni unaangusha na unamserve kwa bowl, ama kuna yule mwenye anataka umkunie directly kwa mdomo. So imagine wewe ni binadamu kama mimi na wewe.
What do you guys, if someone shits in someone's mouth, you guys don't get like a disease and a half?
Now those are the questions people like us. Those are the questions people like us disturb us, because us we don't understand how, because mtu timam kama mimi na yeye tutashangaa, but hata mimi udema kiniongelesha nilikuwa zile za, but how comes, as in I thought easy vitu zote bana una excrete bana, hii ni waste, hii ni uchafu, mtu mwingine atakujaji akule na hiyo yote, wallahi billahi.
Maze, you guy bana, what the fuck is that, you guy? Yeah? And then where would you get such a fetish, you guy?
Yeah. Just if you talk about
like have you've done everything ever, and then like before you dropped off, you're telling me some chicks have just gone wild paka they say ati mimi nimezoea kurepiwa.
You know the funny thing is most of them usually do this in the sense of cheki, mimi nitafunga akili yangu kutokana kwa hizi vitu zote, me as long as I get the money I don't care. So unapata mpaka imagine kuna mademu wengine wana have kukana cotton ama na pad kila wakati juu amezoea kufanywa sana, kufirwa sana, so anashinda tu akiwa na inaitwa nini hii pass zikitoka tu kila wakati.
Damn.
Yeah, there's that word yani when the vagina is just releasing liquids each time. So wako hivyo yani. Buda nakushow hapa. Sasa unajua Moses anauliza ati mtu atafikiriaje? Hebu imagine mtu amedrive gari kutoka kwake akuja kuniwe kwa mdomo, mwingine anakunywa kwa bola kule. Mwingine amekuja na strap on afirwe nayo. Mwingine amekuja atemewe mate. I
You guys, the range of activities you have to do in a day in such a den, you guys, too wide.
and now you understand why they pray 6 times a day.
You guys, that is the roughest shit
And I'm not
I've
even
had,
going
you
against,
guys,
I'm
in a
not even
long time.
speaking about religion in a bad way. I don't even mean to disrespect anybody's religion whatsoever. But if you think about the things people do out here, and I believe it's not only happening here, because even in Kenya, you know the thing is, we have developed this mindset where we don't believe in Kenya these things should happen, because Moses, mtu akakuja kuteme mate ama wewe Manu, hiyo kwanza hiyo ni kesi baadaye, unaona. Lakini sasa hebu imagine Kenya pia hizi vitu zafanyika pia. Utapata kuna wanaume wanalala na wanaume wenzao, na sasa ukimwona kwa streets na kama mwanaume mzima kabisa mpaka kuna mademu, ukimwona unashindwa jamaa kila wakati ataka kutuonesha venye na mademu. Kumbe kuna siri anaficha. Juu kuna vitu zingine ukiona mtu ana exaggerate sana, jiulize nini anaficha.
Yeah, true. There's a pal of mine who was invited for a party by his you know that you can have an office, then your neighbor also has an office, huh? So umse amesema wewe bana, leo jioni unadu, kasema sifanye kitu, twende party fulani. So you guys, this guy goes to that party in gears there, you guys, finding there are no chicks in this party, you guys.
In my sausage fest design.
You guys, so his meme is like, hey, are the chicks on the way? Am I what's cutting, you guys? Hey, you guys start seeing guys making out up on that. He's like, damn, this is a gay bash.
Me out. I wouldn't.
So this guy is like,
I wouldn't even leave the premises. Naita makarao hapo kanisha kuvunja vibaya sana.
You guys, msee anashanga, hey, what the heck is going on? So you're right. I feel like these things happen maybe on higher scales in different places, but they happen in most places, but maybe they happen undercover.
Yeah. You need to just prepare your mind to acknowledge the fact that kuna places utaenda utapatana na vitu zingine za kishoga ambako utashanga, so isikue kama surprise yani. Juu hata mimi wakati nilikuja Saudi Arabia ndo nilikuja unajua mimi najua yes kuna umalaya na nini, but si design yenye nimekaa kuicheki huku hivi. Alafu madem yani age wise yani unajua, so unakama una realize by the ukiwa umeketi hapo, you need to realize that there is so much evil shit going on outside. People are willing to do anything. Unaona kama sasa Worldcoin venye imekuja, watu wanakimbilia 7,000 bana, watu wana risk ito je 7,000. So hebu imagine kama 7,000 inafanya watu thousands of people wanakimbia asubuhi mapema. Hebu sasa ingekuwa ni 20,000 waambie keleni kitu ni kwa meza.
Yeah, true. They'd be selling their organs on the daily. Yeah? Just because of that desperate. And how about Dubai? Is Dubai that crazy in terms of
I mean, you see
chicks
now
doing crazy stuff?
You see now Dubai is now high end. Because now Dubai is not like this place. This place is more on a cheaper side because everybody's cheap here. You get me? Huku watu hawana pesa kama Dubai. So Dubai unapatanga ni high end. Dubai mpaka when it comes to prostitution, it's usually categorized. It's usually graded. It's like a pyramid. So you find at the top, it's white people. First of all, it starts with Arabs, then white people. Then when I say white people, it also depends on which nationality you are. Because Russians are very cheap. So it depends. So there's Arabs are expensive. Then you come to white people. Just at the bottom of the food chain, ni kama Waafrika na Wahindi. Na Asians. Hivyo sasa ndio inakuanga categories huko.
Pakistan.
So unapata huko wanaendanga kujuza kwa apartments. Yaani huko ni kama outcall. Outcall inamaanisha yani sasa dem yeye ndo anaenda kwa kija yenye ameitwa aende kama ngo huko. Yeye akiingia pale hata patane wanaume ni 7 ya shauri yake.
But you guys, the rich Arabs are rich.
It's happening also in Dubai. It's happening. Umalaya inafanyika kila mahali. Lakini sasa si hiyo design ya huku. Hiyo ya kukunia msee na kumtemea mate na kumtapikia. Lakini inafanyika
But what do you think about the standard of living? This, especially if you're a Saudi Arabian citizen, do they have a very, at least an equal higher level standard of living?
In Saudi Arabia, they don't have that principle as UAE. UAE, I mean Dubai, Qatar, places like countries like Kuwait, where yani if you're a national citizen, yani you get 100% from the government. Yani wewe si mtu unafaa kuteseka. In fact, university is free, education is free, health is free. Unaona vitu kama hizo, yani wewe kila mwezi unapata pesa fulani kutoka kwa gava. At a certain point when you get married you're given certain assets like a house. But in Saudi Arabia, hey, hapa mnafanya kazi bana, hapa ni family to family ndo wanasaidiana. Alafu unajua Saudi Arabia ni zile nchi zenye unapata huku wanatakanga assets zibaki kwa family, so wapata kama mtu anaoa kazini yake ama sister yake, so unapata hata machizi ni wengi hapa viwete.
Oh, for real? Huh?
Alafu here they're forced to work also. You'll find them working in supermarkets, security, working in these places as well. Not like Dubai. Dubai, before you find that Dubai national working as a security or in a supermarket, familia yake hata wanaweza shikwa bana. Huyo mtu
so Dubai
so unapata Dubai, kama mimi kazi yenye nafanya in my position, my salary na nikifanya kazi kwa kando yangu na mtu kutoka Dubai analipo double.
Oh, for real?
Yep. Hey, those people consider they're not the nationals, man. Alafu you need to remember they're minorities, because expatriates in a place like Dubai, expatriates are more than the locals. So then they're given.
And how about these other two? How about these other two states outside
other
Dubai?
States, you mean like Sharjah, Abu Dhabi? Yeah. Even them, they're taken care of very well, because remember it's UAE. UAE is a country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
it's the same standard across the board.
Very well. They're taken care of very well. Lakini sasa usiende places kama Qatar, sasa kwenye pesa inaongea vizuri kabisa. Wako salama kabisa.
You guys, man. I wonder if we can ever reach that level of life, you guys.
Sisi, when you start speaking about Africa, especially places like Kenya, cheki. Here unapata money is endless. Yani utaitosheka. Unajua kama venye wewe sasa Manune za kupatia 10 million useme by the I'm done. This is it. So unapata hapa hivi Kenya kuna mtu sasa ataenda kule 100 million na bado ana target 300 na bado ana target 400 ikiwezekana. So unashindwa wala. Alafu sasa unapata mtu ana target hizo ndo zote, lakini akishazipata hasaidii mtu yeyote, cause unapatanga places kama Kenya unapata wewe unakaa kileleshwa, lakini mama yako ama shosho yako bado wako gishagi kwa nyumba, hata maji hana hata shawa, bado anaoga na ndoo. Lakini wewe mwenyewe unakaa kileleshwa, alafu saa ya Christmas wataka kwenda huko kwa shosho yako kumcheki, uende ukisemanga nimeenda ushago. How comes? So you see that's the difference. Here you find that these people here in Saudi Arabia, these Arab countries, now when they go to the rural homes, yani gishagi ndo unapata sasa huko ndo wako na shamba mazetu. Hapa in the city wataka kwa villas, lakini wakienda huko sasa ndo unapata mansions na ranches you get. So hiyo ndo kitu kinachoseparate sisi na watu. Si tunajipenda.
You guys want
who comes first?
That greed. We're very individualistic. Alafu you want to be the only success story. Kaka kuna dem fulani ilikuwa na katianga huko Meru. You guys, the guy who was the deputy governor built a huge digs. But you guys, the house next to him, all the houses next to him are made of wood.
Yeah.
So like, what the heck is this, man? Like, this doesn't even look good. Why would you want a big mansion and then everyone around is in a wooden house?
In CG, you know.
But that makes sense to me, you guys.
I mean, that's the.
Wait, nani umesort mic yako? Kimaru.
Hey, can I be heard right now?
Yeah, we can hear you now, man. What's up, bro?
Safi ila fiti sana mazi. Bwana Albo, thank you for the abridged version of Jicho Pevu. This
you got this guy's mic is inspired. You get this guy, when he starts his sentence, the mic just dies, you guy. You guys, that's rough. Wait, Kinyajui, you guys, let me let you go. I'm sure this was quite impromptu, but maybe we'll have more of these discussions.
Anytime you guys are online, me nitakuwa na join. Hata last time nilikuwa nimeingia, but siko na kitu ya kusema, but tutakuwa tunaingia maze. We have different discussions. You know, sometimes when you discuss a few topics, people also end up learning, because there's someone who would want to travel, but then they don't understand what happens when you travel. I'm just being able to just, you know, finding solutions on ways to communicate with people. I'm just advice. Nipo hizi vitu mnafanya hapa hivi kuleta hizi topics ni fiti.
Yeah, true. And then also when you hear from, I don't know what's wrong with the media, you guys. Those guys always just report nonsense. They don't report what's cutting on the ground.
Yeah, but you see, this thing is that's
Huh?
why it's always good to communicate with people first, rather than you getting. You know, the thing is when you try to look for information on the media, then you get misinformed. But when you try to look for information from people who have actually lived it, then at least you understand. You get me? I don't want.
Yeah, true, man. Because
I don't want to travel. I don't want to travel to coast. From what I've seen on the media, ama sijui nini. Whereas I can just talk to Ken Beda, who's there each and every day. Aniambia hivi na hivi na hivi. Bas.
yeah, true, man. Because now you get the real picture of what's cutting, and I feel like that's why media is dying because of spaces like this. Because here you'll get a first-hand information of what's cutting. These other guys will just give you a 5-minute, I'm a 3-minute rambling story of a hearsay.
Rambling
Story
stories of just repetitive shit, you guys.
Yeah, you guys, the presenter repeats, the guy on the ground repeats what the other guy repeated.
Watu ni kama wanajaribu
this
tu
is
kumaintain
crap.
kazi wasivutwe. Yaani media ya Kenya inakuanga ujinga sana. Mimi hata sitakangi kuona chochote hapo. Ni negative after negative.
Yeah, true, you guys. Alafu wanakutandika na advertisements, you guys. Not there try to watch Citizen News. Shit.
Kwanza achana nayo. Alafu sasa mimi sijakuja kuwatch news uanze kuniambia stories za ziada ama sijui nani ama nini. Ukiingia social media kwa Facebook kama wapi wapata sijui ongea stories za bahati na sijui. Igae what the hell are you telling me? Show me progress, igae. I mean, what do I care about bahati igae? Sijui ati
You get bahati mtoto wa mama.
Sijui Mustafa sahi anafanya kazi mje. Who cares, igae, man?
Who gives a damn? You guys, that's funny, my man. So, Kinyanjui, man, you've made this fun today. Thanks for jumping on, and all the rest of the guys who've been on, man. Asanteni sana. Today, you guys, today is the, we've done a month of these spaces, so it was a bit of a celebratory space. So I think the month has ended with a bang. So that's really, really dope. So shout out to everyone who's been listening. Shout out to everyone who's grabbed the mic. Shout out to Ken Beda, you guy, my guy. And Halaiki, Steve Charles, do you wameenda happy? So and Kiarie Moss, everyone was here. Mutindi.
But let's try to do something about was it Moses? Something about his no, it wasn't Moses. It was Kimaru. Tujaribu tumuombee mazee
Kimaru
nyingine mazee network iko fiti atakuwa shanunua Starlink huyu.
Kimaru mazee network inamfanyia ile kitu. Kimaru mazee itabidi uhame Nax. Mazee uhame uende place kuna network mazee. So you guys have a very, very good weekend. Don't do anything stupid so that we congregate here on Monday, man. Cheers, guys. Bye.